as well. Hopefully.
All right. Good afternoon, folks. It's me, along with George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, as you know, last weekend was the second annual Linda Murray Savannah Pro Show, and we had to give our thoughts and our ideas of how well we feel like the show could have went. I mean, as you know, I follow certain ladies in the sport, and I support them. I do videos for them. About them. I've done interviews, and I feel like the show wasn't too kind to certain competitors. Some people say that it's always about conditioning. But then there are competitors in the show that I think wasn't as well conditioned as others. But that's just debate. Now, I watched the show on live stream, and I think Jared also watched the show on when he had a live stream. And we
Yep.
want to give our thoughts. But one person who I really think that deserved to win was Rashana Boswell. And Rashana, she deserved it because the fact was, she came in and beautiful condition. Her condition was near flawless, and she deserved the opportunity. This is going to be her second uh, return to the Olympia. As you know, she went last year by qualification, by earning points. But this time she has earned it by winning a show. And she went through a lot. She had situations with her shoulder. She had shoulder surgery, and she was going to think about she was going to do Chicago, but then she couldn't do Chicago. Then she said she was do Savannah, and she did pretty good. So we got what you think, Jared?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good show. I kind of knew that Boswell won. I just had an inkling when I saw her come out, and then I saw, who they choose for, like, when the comparison round begins. They had Boswell and Janine Lukowski. They were both in the middle, and the camera was focused on them. So it was kind of like a dead giveaway of who I thought would probably be first and second, and that pretty much summed up my suspicions as well. And apparently, also, Sheila Bleck and somebody else. What if you watch the replay of the Savannah Pro? They're apparently talking, giving commentary in the background. So I haven't watched the replay yet, but that sounds interesting to say the least.
Oh, Sheila Black was there.
Yeah, she was in the apparent. She was in the audience giving commentary for the replay of the Savannah Pro. Not during the actual live, but that's what the announcer said, and somebody else. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, because Sheila, she had competed in a while. Last competition was back in 2019. I think right now she recently moved to Arizona some time ago. She's working with other competitors. She's doing training, and maybe we might see Sheila. As you know, she switched to from women's bodybuilding to women's physique, and
Yep.
we might see her in 2022.
Yep. Well, hopefully we do. It'd be nice to see her again.
Yeah, but anyway, as you know, second place was Janine Mikowski, and Janine has officially took the lead. Where she has qualified for the Olympia, which means she has 16 points. And Jared sent me the let me know that, and now she takes the lead. And then you had third place was a new up and comer, Jeannie Welker. She was really a physique competitor who took the show. And the debate is that, I think she has a look that I think the women's strength might want to push. She, has I think kind of a your Asian look to her, and I don't know if she, should have been at the top, you know, the top three, but that's how some people.
Yeah. Do we know what her ethnicity is per se? Or
I don't know.
she seems probably not.
Yeah, like I don't really know. She might be. I don't know. I remember I saw a picture her with Alina Popa, and
Yeah,
she kind of
I see that one.
yeah, and she kind of looks a bit like Alina.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's got like, yeah, she's got some Asian features and she's got some European features, so
Yeah,
she
yeah,
could be
you're Asian.
mixed race. She could
Yeah,
be
mixed,
mixed race. And she's
mixed.
got big arms,
Mm-hmm.
very
Yeah,
big arms.
and then also fourth place is from Canada, Lisa Cordray. And she's a new up and comer, another up and comer from who transferred from Zeke. I don't know. She looked pretty good. She had some of the qualities that a lot of I think judges are looking for. I think she was kind of smaller, more leaner. But she looked pretty good. I think she had a better pose routine. Other than Janine, but that's just about debate. Now, sixth place, fifth place, I mean, was Shannon Rayban Perkins. If I got the name right, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. She's from South Carolina. That's my next door neighbor. Um, and this is her second show in the year, and it's a Linda show. So, what do you think about her?
Um, don't really know too much about her, honestly. Um, Trying to remember. I'm just trying to look up a picture of her, a good picture. Yeah, I think she's pretty good for the most part. Let me look at get a good picture. Every time I look up a picture of her, it's like a really bad quality or something. I think I don't know. What did you think of her?
She was all right. She did pretty good for. I think
Yeah,
she might
especially
have
for
to
like
come.
mid, a mid, a I guess not very well known, but kind of well known IFBB pro.
Yeah. Also, six was Nancy Chartrand. I mean, sorry, Nikki
Yeah.
Chartrand. Sorry, and Nikki also won Best Poses that show. And
Yep.
Nikki, there's some debate that Nikki should have placed higher. So, how you feel? What's your idea? You think that she should place higher?
Um, I don't know. Maybe. Um, she is. That is a well-known name. Um, she's definitely more. She's competed a lot more than the other competitors above her, except maybe Boswell and Bukowski. I don't know. Maybe she should have gotten third or something, but I'd have to go back and really like rewatch the footage to see firsthand. Yeah. I think she should have won Best Poser. That's definitely true. She's always good at posing. But yeah, I think she probably should have gotten higher.
Now, seven, her last show she had to drop out. That was Pauline Nelson, and Pauline looked pretty impressive. I mean, she always comes in amazing shape. Seven, I think, I feel like it was kind of low for her.
Yeah, that is kind of low for her too. She's a pretty big girl herself.
hmm Now, eighth place we have here is uh, Eva Dunbar. She's from Canada, and I think Eva has the kind of look that's, I think, is what I think the fans like. She's thick. She's kind of a big woman, and
Yep.
there's a good possibility that maybe we see her more next year.
Yeah, just a little bit more conditioning and
Mhm.
maybe add a little bit more weight to her, and I think she should be good to go.
hmm Now, ninth place went to Donna Sleeve. As you know, I follow Donna Sleeve on social media. Donna really has come in her own. When last year she competed on a few shows. I think she competed at last year's Savannah, also Chicago show, and I think this is probably her. best size and condition she has come in a long time. I mean, at this year in Chicago, she took sixth place, and she was on IG this morning. She was talking about how her presentation, how she looked. She really was going in detail about her feelings and how she felt like she should have placed, and and also not knocking anybody's um thought or idea of anything else.
Yeah.
Mhm. Now, 10th, and that went to Rita West. And there's a debate about that. I mean, I know I was talking, like I was on social media with quite a few women, and they felt like, well, Rita was placed a little too high on the in the category. I mean, it's the key saying is about conditioning, but they felt like her look and her physique was, you know, not 10th place. What you think?
Hmm. Um, I wonder how much her tattoos may have. I mean I don't know if that's just me speculating always whenever I see tattoos or anything, but I wonder how much that had to do with it. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe she should have gotten higher. She does look to be a pretty thick and swole to say the least. But yeah, that's the only thing I could really think of.
Mhm. And then number 11 is a lady that, like I said, I'm fond of, and I thought she should have got higher. I most definitely should have thought she got higher, and that is Jada Kennedy. I mean, Jada Beverly. I know I say once Jada Kennedy, but Jada Beverly. And the thing with Jada is that Jada came in good shape. I mean, to me, I mean, she didn't do too well at the last show. She did pretty good at the Tampa. She was in the top 10, and this show she didn't even get in the top 10. She took number 11. And some said that maybe I don't know. Let's spark that maybe her back come in better and more conditioned, or just it's just little critiques that some people are saying that if she could have done, it might have got her higher place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think she's just got to work on maybe her size, maybe a little bit on the abdominal areas. Yeah, those are the only things I could think of that will get her a higher place.
I don't think her abdominals is not that bad. I mean, you know, it's
It
more.
just, I don't know. Something weird about it. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. That's a big. Now, number 12 is Whitney Armstrong, and I think to me, she came in. Last show she competed was the Lenda show, and she tied for ninth place with Carla Marie Bradley. And to me, she came in a little soft. I mean, she needs to. She just switched from women's physique to women's bodybuilding. She really needs to take the time and work on conditioning, and also maybe add a little size, especially around the legs, and and come in a little bit more shredded.
Yeah, she did look pretty soft.
Yeah. And then number 13, Ugly Lucky 13, went to my dear friend Miss Tina Williams. And I was just, oh no.
Oh,
And
now you were.
yeah, I said, no, Tina, you can. And Tina went through some hell that last week. As you know, she lives in Kansas, and she took a flight out from Kansas to Savannah. She had to go to Charlotte. I don't know how these flights work. So like, it's kind of funny. Like Kansas is not that far from Georgia. Anyway, and it was the time of Ida was hitting and the weather was crazy. So
Oof.
the plane had to take a detour. Then it landed in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I was at. They had to wait a whole next day before they can get another plane. And she said that her food was on that plane that was going to Savannah, so she couldn't eat what she wanted to eat. So she probably had to put something together. Her and her brother, husband, Mr. Big Key, and she made it. And I was talking. a bit on IG with her husband, Big Keith. He wasn't there to show. He had to leave, and he was very, very irate about how she plays. And I like Tina. And the thing is, it's debate about it's just still think debate is a condition. But I think the whole thing, that situation might have affected her physically. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. I think
Mentally. Yep.
yeah, because that stress can affect your body.
Yep.
Even and if everything was like I told her, like next time take a train. So yeah, some people don't want to drive that far, but yeah, train or a car
Yeah.
or bus. Take a. I would say if you want to, if you don't want you want to do driving, let somebody else do the driving. You don't want to fly. There's still trains and buses. I know some people don't want to be
Yep.
on a crowd on a bus, especially with this virus going on. But a train is just as good.
Yep.
Now,
As long as it's a bus with a bathroom in it, I always have to keep going. Because if it
mhm.
wasn't, I'd be like, can we stop here? Can we stop?
Yeah, they'll do too many bus stops on the route. Now, number 14 is Natalia Kovalova. And to me, she really came extremely soft. There's some parts of
Yeah.
her that had some nice definition to it, but I think around about the pectorials, the abdominals, everything, she was just, I don't know how she got that high. She came in really, really soft. And I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think she needs to either consider to either step up in the bodybuilding division or switch to physique. You know, that probably would be the
Yeah.
better alternative for her.
Yeah. She's either got to step up or step down.
hmm Yeah. Oh, we got my family here for CS Combat Sports, Miss XA Gucci 23. Thank you for coming through, XA. And also Miss Fishiana. She was part of the Liquor Spot. Check the Liquor Spot out if you ever had time, folks. It's a live stream. The ladies talk about boxing. We talk about adult things. So you don't want to talk about adult things, then like you got to
Mm-hmm.
get out.
Yep.
Yeah. But also on the list is I think number 15 was Stacy Nunez, was a lady who I got fond of. And Stacy, I think with her, as you know, she switched from physique to Puerto Rico Pro, and she might really have to come in a little more size. I
Yep.
think, yeah, she's a lovely chocolate drop. I would say from Jamaica. She's a United States military service person. She served both in the Army and the Navy. So I'd like to say thank you to your service, Miss Nunez.
Yep.
And also dead last is a lady by the name of Danielle Willis. Now, Miss Willis competed as a physique competitor for quite some time. She earned a pro card back in 2019. This was her debuting show. And to me, I think she's better off as a physique competitor than women's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
What you-
I would agree with that. I
Yeah.
think that would probably be like the best choice for her. But you are forgetting somebody tied for last place.
Who tied for last place? I forgot who's. Let me check. Let me
16.
check.
There's two 16s.
Oh, let me check. Did I miss it? I thought there was the who tied for 62,
You
66.
want me to say her
Oh yeah.
16?
Sorry. Tamara Makare. I'm sorry, I forgot about
Yep.
Miss Makare. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. And she's been busy this year. I mean, she already done. This is I think her third or fourth show.
She's done like a lot. I've lost track. I think this is like her fourth or fifth show, honestly.
Yeah, because she did New York Pro. She did the Lenda show in Norfolk. I believe she did the Chicago and the
Did she
Tampa.
do Omaha? I
I
can't
don't know.
remember. Did she do?
I don't think she did Omaha. I can check real quick. Let me check real quick. And talk about yourself. I don't think she. No, she did Omaha. The only people that was the usual suspects for this show was Tina Williams, and that's it. Tina Williams is the only one from the Omaha to compete at the Lenda Savannah show. You know, but
Well, for
yeah,
me, it's been an interesting ride with the car. Um, I met her this year, and we had a very pleasant experience together. Hopefully, I'll be able to see her again.
ah, mm,
Um, it was her goal to go to the Miss Olympia this year, and she did compete a lot, but she just came up short this year. You know.
yeah, she really did. Because I was talking with her on social media. She said that she's done for the season. Because there's no one other than maybe there's no other shows
Rising
other
Phoenix.
than Rising Phoenix, but it's invitation. You got to be invited. And here's the thing about that.
Yeah.
This is what if because I've seen the list, and and Jared also has did a thing where he takes out some people. The fact is, I think it's too many people who already has qualified. Because I remember the guy was announcing saying that even though the Rising Phoenix is invitational, it's
It
still
is
a qualifier
qualified.
for the Olympia. But the problem is the good number of the women who's on the in the show have already qualified.
Yeah.
So like most definitely, um, you got who's the returning champion, Andrea Shaw, who's also the current Miss Olympia. Helen Vita, the two-time Rise of Phoenix champion, who is number three. Who else is it? Rashada Boswell, who just got her qualification. Janina
Yeah.
Lukowski. I mean, it's a long
There was a
list.
bunch of people. Yeah, I had to remove like a bunch of names for the women who are already qualified competing. Yeah, to that point, the only thing I could say that would make sense in that situation is if, okay, so if somebody wins, like, say, if somebody wins first place and they're already qualified for the Miss Olympia, I think it should go down to like the second place so that they would be qualified and just keeps going down. So if that person's qualified, it would go down to third place and fourth place. You know what I'm saying? Just move the tiers down. That's the only solution I can think of for that.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense because, I'm like I said, because Irene Anderson, Mila Ash, Rashada Boswell, Monique Jones, she was qualified because of
Virginia,
numbers.
Virginia
Virginia,
Sanchez.
oh, she's gonna be competing there.
Yes, I believe so. Yes,
Huh.
yes, yes.
Because I know last time she couldn't compete because I remember I follow her on social media and she said that she didn't like one thing is that she's over in Spain and she has to do a quarantine. You know, Ari Anderson right now is doing quarantine in Turkey, so she should be coming over. I think probably she's not already here this week, which she should be. You know,
Probably.
yeah, and then she probably it'd be better for her just to stay over because she's gonna have to do the Olympia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No reason to go. And like, better stay for a month or so. You know.
Hmm. Yeah. Eh, Anyway, I just got I guess got a text from Tina Williams, you know, and and she's I also invited Tina Williams to come on. Sorry, just saw this was getting a massage driving now. Well, I said come when you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. And like I said, like I said, we're waiting on some of these ladies see if they want to give their thoughts or their opinion of how they place. Like two ladies I've already reached out to, and we keep
Do
talking
you
to you. What?
do you want to show the image I sent on Facebook?
Oh yeah, let me
We can show
let
that
me
to the
see.
fans.
Yes, well, I'm gonna go to our Lions Den female bodybuilding community. You know, it's a site that we created, which is dedicated to women in bodybuilding and getting recognition for their hard work. And Jared made a little list. He revised it a bit. I hope you like it. Give me a few. But anyway, like I said, the the big debate is really who deserves to be invited to the Rising Phoenix. I know it's like I said again, it's invitational, but I
Yeah,
think some women should get the opportunity to invite. The ones that already have qualified should step aside. Say like, I already qualified, so why not just let someone else take the opportunity? There's bodybuilders who hadn't competed a good part of the year. Some who hadn't done too well, and I think that'd be more of a show for to reach out to those who want the opportunity.
yeah.
So here we go. And that is the list,
Yep. So this
and that's
has been updated post Savannah Pro.
mm-hmm,
So we got Virginia Sanchez, we got Andrea Shaw, Margie Martin, Hella Trevina, Mila Ash, Irene Anderson, uh, Lena
Leah Leah
Dini,
Lena
Leah
Lena
Dini,
Lena Dini,
Lena Dini.
Nadia Caspastaro. Just say
You're
Nadia.
better at this than me. You're better at
Just
this than me.
not that great. We say Nadia. Then also Michaela Aycock, Ladon McDay, Anastasia Lovanova, Sheena Oleg, Mona Porcella, Margita Zamalova, Savannah Mate, and Rashala Boswell, who just made the list. You
Yep.
know,
And those are all we can confirm those are qualified. And
hmm
then we got over here the point system. So the top three that qualify, uh, the top three numbers that qualify. So we got Janine Lukowski, at 16 because that's updated for her points. We got Stephanie Flusher at 10, Monique Jones at 9, and then that's the cutoff right there. We got Ashley Young at 8. We got
Alicia,
Christina Alicia.
Alicia,
I keep doing that
Alicia,
every time. I'm gonna have
yeah,
to
you
go
got them
by
in.
just last names. Uh, Christina Mendoza at 6, Anastasia
Kovalova,
Kora Korolabab at
Molova.
3, and Nikki Chartrand at 3.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, go
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Now, also as I saw the list that for the Rise of Phoenix has been revised, Sandra Harwins, who won the Miss International, is part of this show. I'm surprised. I was wondering, as you know, she's the Miss International winner, and I was wondering if she was going to compete at this show. So
Yeah, well, that's the person that wins the um, Miss International Classic for the NPC. They win an automatic qualification to the 2022 Rising Phoenix. So it would make sense, going there, getting her debut in, as a pro now. That makes sense. It's a good starting of the career. And so
mhm.
right here, all the way up below, we got tier 2 competitions. So this is at least according to like what points they're going to get where they place. So if somebody places second, they get 4 points. A person who places third gets 3. Fourth place gets 2 points. and fifth gets 1. So, um, if we're doing the calculations here, Miss Young would need 1 point to tie with Monique Jones, and after that, I'm not 100% sure. She needs either 1 or 2 to basically qualify. Um, um, Mendoza needs she needs either 3 or 4, and let me look at the other 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other 2 just can't. They would Anastasia and Nikki. They need to win the Rising Phoenix outright if they want to compete. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Is Anastasia competing? No, she's
Well,
not.
well, she is. She was supposed to compete at the Europa show in Spain, but I follow on social media. She said she wasn't going to do that show. She's going to do the Romania Muscle Fest show, which means that'll be points for next year. Now with
Okay.
Christina Mendoza, she dropped out because she took a second at the Chicago Pro. And I was certain that she might do this Savannah show to give the points to, because if I feel like this, if Christina had competed at the Savannah show, she would have maybe had enough points to qualify for the Olympics. But she either but she decided that she had some things she had to work on, and she decided to just drop out.
Yeah. Okay, so basically Anastasia put a cross her name out because she's not competing at this show.
No,
And you said Mendoza. Wait, is she competing at the Rising Phoenix? Because it has
no,
her right here.
well,
She did drop out of the Rising Phoenix, even though she
she
got an invitation.
yeah, she dropped out because she did it last
Okay.
year. 'Cause, she posted on social media that her and her trainer, they talked it over, and it felt like she didn't wasn't in a bad condition. Even though she took second at the Chicago, she decided to skip this show. She did that last year. She I think she was in top 5 at the uh, top 5 at the last year's Savannah, and then
Um,
she took a step back because she got invited last year's Rise Phoenix. But it's just it's often, like I said, I talked to ladies where I mentioned this. They said that some competitors, they feel like they might have maybe need to twerk a few things, maybe fix a few things, so they decided to take a step back. Yeah.
okay. So basically, Miss Young needs 1 or 2 points to compete. I would just say 2, just to be estimate. She needs to
Hmm.
just win 2 points at this to qualify. That is, if Monique Jones doesn't get more points. And
Hmm.
Chartrand, she just needs to win it outright. This is her last, doesn't matter how many points she gets, she's got to win it outright, basically. So this should
Well,
be pretty interesting.
yeah. Well, anyway, we just got in here a special guest. I'm gonna bring her in, and that's Miss Jada Beverly, professional bodybuilder who competed at the Savannah Pro, and we're gonna get her thoughts and her feelings of how she placed at the show. Hello,
Hi.
how you doing?
Oh, I'm
Well, if your fellas recognize this lady, it's one Miss Jada Beverly, and she competed this weekend at the Savannah Pro, and my heart is kind of dropped because I thought she was going to make at least the top 5, but it's just it is what it is, folks, and we'll get Miss Beverly's thoughts and her opinions of how she plays or how other people play. We just we
well,
should.
you know, I'm going to keep my opinions out of it, but instead I'm going to speak for the masses of people that have messaged me and Instagrammed me and texted me. Like, I think in a couple of days, like the internet's going to be broke because this show is going to be the talk. Like, because the pictures that came out and that are out, like they speak volume, like a lot. I knew I looked good for this show. I knew I brought a great package, but when you look at the pictures and you see who I'm standing next to, which is the winner, people don't understand how I got 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one that compared to Rashana the way I compared to her. And a lot of people are saying that. That's just not me. Like, that the pictures, look at the pictures. If you don't agree, look at the pictures. So the fact that I came in 11th, everyone's just very shocked and confused, as am I.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Dennis James this morning on his Instagram Live, and he said that I deserve nothing less than second. And he said that Lenda Murray had talked to him at the show and agreed. So I don't know, guys. You tell me what you think.
Well, I think you came in a very impressive physique. I watched the video. I watched the live stream, and I felt certain that you were gonna be in first call out. And then when they did second call out, and I said, wait, I see JD in second call out. What's going on? And I just
Yeah,
I'm
George. As a matter of fact, they never ever once said my number or my name during that entire show. As a matter of fact, here's what I caught on to, and so did some other people. They said that two girls in the second call out were called in that second call out, but somehow managed to place behind me. So that meant they called their numbers, but my number was never talked or called, and my name was never said. Because if they leave you to the last draw to bring out onto the stage, they always say, okay, the rest of the competitors, please line up on the X's, and they don't have to say those people's numbers, right? So they never ever said my name or my number during that entire show, and I lined up, on that middle X. There was three girls on one side of me and three girls on another, and they never moved me, and that was that.
yeah, that's just like I say. It's just I think as fans, we like to see our favorites, make the top list. I mean, most definitely, like I said, I'm a fan of both of you, Miss T and Williams. I felt like y'all were gonna make at least the top 10, top five. But I'm like I said, I'm not a judge. I'm a fan, and I'm going by my feel. Like Jared, can you agree with that? What was your opinion of it?
Yeah, I agree. I think she should have either been like second or third. 'Cause there was a lot of names up there that I don't even remember honestly even competing. Um, yeah, and Nikki Chartrand as well should have been up there, but it there was a lot of weirdness. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this. Thankfully, I got the pay per view. I'm gonna rewatch it and see watch this again.
Hmm. Yeah, because to shout out to my family here, my man, the underrated darkness, he's coming through. Bro, George Page, the panel in the chat, thank you, underrated. And also to my brother XA, he says happy, hope everybody have a happy Labor Day to you. And I hope to same to you, XA. And that's the debate is that some of these shows, it's been kind of crazy. I've been seeing competitors where we're in the best condition, and this was like at the other Linda show. It was at the
The
North Fork.
Detroit one. Is
Yeah.
that the? Oh, you're talking about. Oh, North Fork. I was getting.
In North Fork, where Madame Day, who didn't even look like she changed condition from the New York Pro to this show, she had at least, I would say, a month and a half become in better condition for that show, and then come up and she just looks about the same.
She was a little better from behind.
Hmm. So that was the difference. I think that's why people talk about it's the back. If your back could come in better condition than anything else, I think it seemed like everything else is overlooked. Because like to me, Janine Kowski was in a way more better condition, but that's just a debate.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. So now, what's the plan, my dear lady? What's the plan now?
Honestly, like, I'm still stuck in trying to figure that out because of COVID, I can't really travel to the other countries and compete, which I think would do me justice. And
Hmm.
I don't think Canada's having their show, even though they keep saying they are, but I don't think it's happening. And
Well, I think
um,
Candace they're supposed to be having Toronto Pro on this in December.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and the thing is with Canada, you have to be vaccinated, and you have to have a real reason to go to Canada and compete. You know, and I think with shows like the Muscle Fest, that probably be a good show. You know, but like I said, I don't. Not that last year there wasn't no other than Mona Porcella. Mona Porcella lives in Canada, and Canada is kind of EU. Not it's not part of the EU per se, but it's EU adjacent. And that's why she was able to compete in that show.
yeah. Well, I talked to a Canadian at Savannah, and she said that Canada's getting so bad that she's not going back. She said in 2 weeks they're making it a mandate that everyone has to be vaccinated in Canada fully. Even we're talking like the Canadian, people, to do any social event. So she's like, no matter what anyone says, like that show is not going to happen. She said, mark my word. She said the same thing happened last year. They were supposed to have a show and it got canceled the very night of check-ins, and everybody got screwed. So I think Canada is completely out of the question. And then, of course, Spain and Romania. I mean, who the heck can get over there? That's the thing.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't
That's
know. I
yeah.
mean, what am I going to do? Go to Boston and do Masters? 'Cause that's like the only other bodybuilding show left, and that's like nothing because like you don't get money and you don't get any points to the Olympia. So like, what do you
Yeah.
do? I mean, you do it for fun?
Do it for the laughs and giggles. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the debate. I mean, Masters should be uh, uh, Olympia qualifiers. If you did the Tampa, and at the
yep,
Tampa, they had a women's physique 40 plus division,
yeah, they did. Yeah.
and they could have that. We just straight. Hey, Jake. Hey, yo, Jake. You get that money, Jake.
Actually, hold that thought. Like, I would rather other promoters start promoting bodybuilding without the support of, yeah, we need to see other people, you know, doing bodybuilding, without, yeah, because I think
Yeah.
that that's the reason I'm not doing well. I don't want to get into all that right now, but
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah,
Yeah, we're not gonna drop no names, but like I said, yeah, because here's my man, the coach. Coach come through, Coach Sarah Harrison. This is the man who made me the man I am today. Thank you, Coach. And Coach is a habitual busto under. But like I said, yeah, I think somebody because I think there's only a few shows that's not,
as of
that's not.
right now, George, there are no U.S. non-sponsored wings and strength bodybuilding shows. There are none.
Wow.
They
Yeah, because
have, what's the word? Oligopoly. They've oligopolied the organization. They have full control. Full control. And all their
yeah,
ambassadors always do, most of them do pretty well. So there's, it's, yeah.
yeah.
Um, Somebody needs to start bringing women's bodybuilding like to other shows. I found out it's only about 7,500 to 8,000 to actually sanction and have the awards for the top 3 placements. It's not that expensive to put on a women's bodybuilding division at someone's show. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
So if someone just, does it, like, we could like break this chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Break the monopoly that the wind strength has, because it's about. But the thing is, like we all know, it's about the money, and also we all know that bodybuilding, they're gonna follow the big freaky guys. You women, you get the short end of the stick, and it's just not fair. But they're gonna push physique shows because you were a physique competitor, and those shows are gonna get more push because if you think about it, there's like maybe one season, the physique women will have more shows than for your bodybuilding women.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Linda talked to me at that show, and she said that no matter what happened at that show, she said, you are in the right division now. And she's like, don't think that you're not. She's like, you are definitely in the correct division. She said that I'm still the look that they want to see bodybuilding go to. She said, don't give up. And she said that, I would go to the Olympia. And I hope she's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, she was right about Andrea Shaw, so she definitely does have her finger on the pulse. I think.
Yeah, yeah. Like Linda, I would say Linda Murray is a mover and a shaker, and if she can, she feels like that you have all the tools, you have all the tools. But like I said, it's not up to Linda; it's up to the judges. The judges,
Exactly. That's what she
yeah,
was basically saying.
yeah, because the judges.
But thanks to her and Dennis, like I would say I can thank them because they probably saved my career. Because if it hadn't have been for them standing up for me and like talking, to me, I think that I was planning to never compete again.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, mm,
It
yeah,
was such a blow, you guys. I don't think you understand. Like it was such a blow. Like it was such a blow. Like I
yeah.
was literally gonna never compete again.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just I've seen this happen to quite a few ladies who were at the point they were like hot. Like if you remember follow old school body, remember Denise Rusowski when she took second place at the Olympia, back in '93, and people thought she was going to come back and be the next big thing, but I think whatever issue she had, she decided to step away from it. I think if she came back, she probably would have won the next year.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
yeah, and this stuff is like I said, this sport's tough on these ladies, not just physically, mentally. I mean, that's why I try, support these ladies, by like I send little things to them, tell them, hey, this is your show. I seen little stuff like I sent some pictures to her a while back where it's just like just is a confidence builder because this is really it's any athlete. You got to understand when you go and compete, it can be really stressful on you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely.
yeah.
Like I don't think you guys like know the half of it. I mean, there's so much other things we're sacrificing to look that good, and to present a package like that, and to be right up there with those two Olympian girls, and to be pushed out of the top 10. I mean, dude, like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said, one of the women that got in the top 10, you were right directly behind her in number 11,
Yeah,
and that's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. Well, like I
They
said,
did the
yeah.
same thing. They did the same thing to me at Tampa. They did the same thing. The only difference is somebody got disqualified, so it pushed me accidentally into the top 10. So it's like
Hmm.
somebody's trying to tell me something. Somebody is trying to say, you know, you can compete, but, you know, you ain't going to get far.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I say, we love you. We want to see the best of you. And we hope for you to come back next year. We really do. And like I said, I'm here for you if you want to just talk or just somebody just to chew the fat with or just to let let out, because you know what? It's just, we like to see people get rewarded for their hard work. And and it's not fair that sometimes that some people who don't deserve it get it, but it is how it is. It's just part of the if
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. But like I said, I know you're busy day, you've been tired, you've been working, but we appreciate you coming by, Jada. And
Well, to cheer
Yeah.
you up, Tamara Makar, somebody
Oh
I
yeah,
met
I know. She's like
recently
done
this
every
year,
bodybuilding show this year.
and she's done pretty much every bodybuilding show this year. And I
Yeah.
met her before she started competing this year, and she was so excited to go to the Miss Olympia this year and everything else, and she placed 16th at this show. So don't let it.
she tied for
I
16.
know. She
She's
was
been
with me
getting,
at Tampa too. She's done every single show, except
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the only show she didn't do was Puerto Rico, right? I think. Yeah.
Puerto Rico and
I think
Omaha.
so. Yep.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, Omaha, and she did Chicago, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she couldn't do that. Puerto Rico, I traveled Puerto Rico and Omaha. I don't think she just did New York after that one, so I don't think she was ready for that one. But like I
Yeah. She's
said,
done them all. She's done a lot.
yeah, and that's like a lot of hard work and not only having maybe I think 2 or 3 points out of it, and and stuff, and But like I said, I do appreciate your time, and and I hope the best for you, and if you ever want to come on our show and talk and vent a little bit, we're here.
Yeah. I think I'm done vetting, but because what the great thing is a lot of people are doing the talking for me, so I'm like, yes.
So you have fans, because like I said, to quote my man Joker, she's a beautiful woman, and she is beautiful.
I
Well,
was
like,
so beat down today after everything that happened
mhm,
last week, and my voice is hoarse, and
mhm.
it's just been crazy.
Yeah. Well, sweetheart, you could be chewed up by hyenas. I still think you're a lovely woman in the world.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. But like I said, we really appreciate your time, and take your rest. And you know what? Like this. Like you just like I said, you're a champ. You're like Rocky. Remember Rocky didn't win the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
fight,
Rocky.
and he comes back and keeps winning. And you might have to do like a fight of violence. Maybe once
Yeah,
yeah, once the pandemic clear up, you might get some Russians come over here, and you might go up against a Russian competitor and say, if you die, you die.
exactly, right?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I like to
Pretty
thank you.
much.
Yeah, I like to thank you, Jada, for coming by. And like I said, whenever you want to, just let us know, and we'll have you on the show and you're talking up with us.
All right. Well, you guys take care.
You
Thank
too. Love you.
you.
You're
See
welcome.
ya. Goodbye.
All
Bye.
righty. Bye. Well, that was Miss Lovely, Miss Gina Beverly. I think she is a lovely lady, and
Yep.
I think I can understand her stress with dealing with this. This show, I think, you know, this thing is that I know we straight monopolizes the whole thing, but the thing is that they're the only ones who step it up, and that's the truth of it.
Yeah.
If somebody really wants to support female bodybuilding, for one thing, it's Texas. As I did an interview with a lady by the name of Jamie Savage. Texas is becoming a great mecca. I think there got to be some rich dudes out there in Texas who want to take a chance. Hey, you do a couple of shows and give opportunities to women in the sport of bodybuilding.
Yeah.
There's a lot of female bodybuilders who want to do more shows, but they feel like Ranger Strength is kind of pushing to the side, not giving the opportunity like they deserve to be, and you know, it's just it's just it's just how it is. Well, my man, the coach, he was here for me. How do you put on a show? Well, coach, I just put it together. I mean, I just reach out to people who
Yeah.
want to talk. I was chatting on IG a while ago with Tina Williams. I hope she was coming on, but she might. We might do this. I might tell Tina we can maybe if she wants to come and do another day and talk about her situation and talk her feelings about it. Also, reach out to some other ladies who could be at the show and just want to do just want to vent and just
Yeah.
because and one thing with Tina is a Wing Strength ambassador, you know, and who just want to come on and vent and let how they feel about how they place. I mean, I'm also might reach out to Stacey Nunes. We're supposed to be doing an interview. I said once she gets back home and settle down, relax a little bit, unwind. We might set up an interview with her. But like I said, it was just nice to hear from this lovely lady and to give her thoughts and her opinion and her feelings of it. And there are people who I follow on social media. There are people who still feel like that she should have placed a little higher. Like she sent me. I'll show this real quick before we get off. She sent me this on IG on how she feel like she should have. She how they how she's put up on the stage with the other with along with some other with the along with Shauna Boswell and Nikki Chartrand. Let me show you real quick. And wait a minute. Oh, give me some time. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk about the politics.
Question. When you get a chance and you find the photos from the Savannah Pro, can you send me a link via email? I've been looking for just photo stills.
Well, the problem is it's hard. It's like I said. I know it's going to be the same thing like what happened with the last Lenda, Northport.
Yeah.
They dragging. Some of the ladies, like I was talking with Tamara, because I usually the last few times I used to send ladies some pictures. When you do the other shows, but like the Lenda, it's gonna be maybe days before they post it on NBC Online where they post all the pictures. And because I think the same thing was because it's a solely a winter strength show, and I think that's the reason why I think they're dragging their feet on because most of the time when other shows they already had their picks and stuff set out within the same day, no more than maybe 2 or 3 hours after the show ends. Make something, just an hour after the show ends. But the Lenda show, the two Lenda shows are the ones been dragging. Now this is the picture of Jada with we have Rashad in the middle and Nikki Chartrand on the other end. And I really said that this could have been the top three. I mean, Jada looks pretty good. Shauna looks good. I mean, I think Jada might be a little taller than both of them. You look at the arms on Jada. Jada has a beautiful body. She does. I love Shauna. She has a great body.
Yeah.
Shauna, especially Shauna has tattoos, and for her to pull out this win, I mean, some of the judges are kind of prejudiced against women tattoos. I'm not a big fan of tattoos either, but she has she came in great condition, and
I think that's because I can barely see the tattoos. Maybe that's why.
Because they're darker skin. She has dark skin.
Yeah.
It's more noticeable women who are paler complexion or lighter skin compared to women who are darker because the ink is darker and can be blending in one's skin. And Nikki has tattoos, but you can see them like here on her arm, and and I think she I was like if she came in maybe a little tighter. And I think Nikki's like this. She's a tall woman too. She's tall.
Yeah.
And with taller women, they really have to come in. But Jade looked pretty good. I most definitely thought she could have made. It's from Andre Meyer. I think that's her trainer and coach. I believe he posted that on IG. And Jada sent me this morning.
Yeah.
So
I will definitely go back and rewatch the live plays for this, not just only for the Sheila Black commentary, but also for just to go over this controversy, because I didn't realize just how big and huge it was, because I didn't really check out social media that much. But it's definitely these Lenda shows. I swear, it's something. It's like every time one of these happens, it's like we don't have this with any other shows. But whenever a Lenda show happens, it's like some big controversy happens or something.
Yeah, because the last Lenda,
with
because the last Lenda show we had with Janine Mikowski, where she should have won, but they gave it to Adama Day. I don't know if it's the judges or it's just what is it? I think I should have told Jada this: don't do none of the Lenda shows. I think don't do shows that are Tim Gardner shows either. Even though these shows are winning, do shows like maybe The New York Pro is not a Tim Gardner show. That's by Beth Francis and her husband, and also the Omaha. That's not neither Tim Gardner. Windsor Zoo is attached to it, but it's not a Tim Gardner show. So
Yeah,
maybe do those two shows. Do the New York Pro and do the Omaha. I should have told her that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I generally agree.
yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely go back and rewatch this because like it I don't know. Yeah, it is. I think the more I'm looking back, yeah, I think it was pretty much some injustice going on here and there with certain competitors getting replacing. But I guess we'll have to just wrap this up here.
Mm-hmm.
This week, though, we got Rising Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
We already know who's going to be competing and who's not.
Yeah.
And it's going to be uh, on Saturday, September 11th, 20th anniversary of 9/11. I feel very
Yes.
old right now. Very, very old.
so, so you're not old. The
I'm
couple of months.
29.
29. What's
Now,
29? What's 29? I'm almost gonna be 47. I'm just 3 years away. I'm 3 years away from 50. You're still young. You're still a healthy young man. Don't get that shit to me. You're not old yet. When you hit 30, yes, I understand. I can understand when you feel like you get out of those teenage years, you're 20 somethings, but you know what? That's still you're still a young man. You still got your high life energy. I'm wore down, broke down, old mule myself. But yeah, also I'm gonna say this: a friend of mine, Miss Brittany War Machine Neiman, she's gonna be fighting that 11th. In I think she was fighting in Wisconsin or Minnesota. I'm going to do a video for War Machine because I'm a fan of hers. She's part of my CS Combat Sports family. I want to support her upcoming fight against a Sherry Labai, you know. And like I said, 9/11. We always going to remember that day. I was at work on my job at MJ Sophie when that happened. And I remember it was crazy. Everybody was like shocked. I mean, but let's remember those people who have passed, the people whose lives are lost. Let's not forget the sacrifices that were made for justice for those people who died in the World Trade Center, in the Pentagon, in the plane that crashed in Philadelphia. I mean, in Pennsylvania. In your home state,
yeah,
because that's yeah. So,
yep. And
but anyway,
yeah, being a 9-year-old, having to watch that in second grade, who knows what that did to me mentally? I probably am still scarred for life, probably from that.
yeah, you're all right. You're all right. Anyway, folks.
Yeah, hopefully,
Well,
hopefully.
yeah. Well, as long as you're not climbing top of a building and shooting people with rifles or making skins out of clothes out of skins, you're okay.
Yeah, I see a psychiatrist.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Anyway, folks, we appreciate y'all time. Also, we appreciate the lovely Miss Jenny Beverly for coming through. I appreciate my family for CS Combat Sports, the coach, Execution 23, Miss Fishiana, my sister, and also my brother, the underrated doctor, the number one grinder. And this is we appreciate my man Jared, for coming, dropping the information. Folks,
Yep.
we only got one more show for the next week. That
Miss-
is the
Yep.
Rise of Phoenix, and after that,
Yep.
we're just going to be, doing shows off our seat of our pants
Yep.
until the Olympia, and also
Yep.
the Romanian, and there's another show in Romania. When's that show? That Women by the
Uh, I'll have to look it up.
yeah,
We'll talk about it next time.
yeah. So anyway, this is me, Ray George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, along with my man, the Hand of the King, and notary historian Jared, historian Jared.
Yep.
Yeah, we'd like you to like, subscribe, comment, share, and just be overall good people. I hope you enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend because tomorrow you have to go back to work. I don't. All right, folks. Have a good afternoon and have a happy holiday.
Yep. Happy Labor Day. Peace.